I don't have good news for you because the pain, the agony, the disappointment, all of it just continues to grow for the men's Indian national football team. You were looking at a crucial match against Hong Kong being played away from home. India desperately needed a win so as to give their qualification chances for the AFC Asian Cup a significant push. But after a draw against Bangladesh, India have now gone ahead and lost their match against Hong Kong. For the longest time, you look like India would again be taking out some sort of, there'll be some sort of a point or two that India will be able to pull out of this one. They'll be able to salvage something out of it. But that unfortunately also did not happen because ultimately India ended up conceding in the dying stages of the match, albeit. But you remember the scoreline eventually, and for everything that India did or did not do, well, they've got so much to look back on, and the problem continues to remain the same. India are struggling in front of goal. India are just not able to score goals at the moment. Under Manolo Marquez, well, he came in with a lot of optimism. You thought there'd be a change in the way India played their football. You had a 40-year-old come back from retirement, but none of that has helped this Indian team because in 8 of these matches that Manolo Marquez has been in charge of, India failed to score in, I think, 5 of those, including the match that we saw conclude just a short while back. Since I spoke about Sunil Chetri over there, must I tell you that he didn't start immediately. He didn't start the match at the very to begin with, but he was brought on in the later stages. But that didn't change a lot for the Indian team. There were chances, in fact, in the first half and in the second half. The second half chance, the best one, fell to Changte, but he also failed to convert. And it was around the 35 minute mark in the first half where India had a chance which was again put wide. There was another chance close to the end of the first half, which again India failed to convert into a goal. And the problem, as I said, remains the same. Not being able to take these chances has hurt this Indian team, and that continues to be the problem. We haven't yet heard from the Indian team or the AIFF as to what the future of Manolo Marquez is going to be. But the understanding was that this could perhaps be his last match, and he could then only be concentrating on FC Goa since he continues to be the head coach over there. But there's a lot happening between AIFF and the concerned franchise right now, and the writing appears to be on the wall for him. But we still don't know. There isn't an official confirmation right now. Let me just, before I go, tell you what exactly is it that happened at the dying stages. It was the keeper that wanted to go for the ball, ultimately ended up punching the striker and missing the ball altogether. And then it was a penalty very well taken by Hong Kong. That it was, I think, Stephen Pereira who took the penalty, and it was a very well converted goal for Hong Kong, who are now right on top as far as India's group is concerned. India, of all the teams, are right at the bottom. They don't have anything to cheer for at the moment. What you need for India to do, if they are to look at qualification, and it looks like very far-fetched right now, is that they'll have to win all 4 of their remaining matches. They aren't showing signs at the moment of there being any sort of a chance of India going ahead and doing that. But just mathematically speaking, if India are to go ahead and secure a place in the main tournament, there's only one team from each group, remember, that will go forward. It does look like India are the most inferior at the moment. It pains me to say this, but you've got Singapore and Bangladesh, and you've not done well even against Bangladesh, as we saw just the previous month. So it's looking bleak for Indian football, and that's what it is at the moment. They are right at the bottom of their group, and they'll need 4 wins out of 4 to be able to make it to the next stage of the tournament. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us at the moment. There is no update on Marquez, as I just said. So the moment that becomes official, we'll be there to tell you about it. So subscribe to Sports Today, tap that bell if you haven't subscribed to us, and you'll get notified the moment that we have a new offering for you. Thank you so much for your time, guys.